Greetings, my ghoulized viewers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, episode 72, Weakest Brawlers. I have an idea. I have a funny idea. Alright, Avaka, work drive, crackhead. And crackhead, get that breach axe going ASAP. Now there's also the exotic goods trader that I called in. I'm not really worried about them, but they're gonna have a bad time when they arrive. Huh, this Scyther's incapacitated. Interesting. It's down but not dead. Alright, so the breach axe is done. Thank you, crackhead. Jazz, grab that breach axe. Jazz and Avalka, I want you to come out here. So if the sunblocker gets destroyed, the mechs will start auto-attacking because their cluster has been tampered with enough. So the plan is to send these mechs to go fight the rest of the void entities that are on the map tile. And I have a Valkyrie here just to be able to cast invisibility. I know he has Revenant invisibility, but it has a long cooldown, so I like to have overlapping invisibility so I need them, so he doesn't get shot at by bajillions of mechs. So one more hit. Alright, let's cast this. Sunblocker's been destroyed. Still, they're not coming out? Oh, here comes Alistia's Exoticus trader. Jazz, what is your invisibility timer? 5 seconds? If I have to go destroy their assemblers, I will. Because essentially what I want to do is to have these mechs attack. But they're still guarding because there's enough of the cluster left. I wonder if Alistia is just going to walk right into the cluster. We'll see. And if I keep the cluster, the assemblers between me and the mechs, they won't necessarily see me. And if they do start to spot me, I can hit. Do a quick jump. Invisibility. So when are you re-visible? 8 seconds? Alright, mech cluster buildings have been defeated. Let's get out of here, because now these mechs are no longer guarding the cluster, they're pissed off. Which means my job is done. My res serum has been delivered. And then you guys get to vote on who I am resurrecting in a minute. Let's see if I can't trade with Alistia before they get eradicated. Is I think the nicest way I can put it. Alright, I'll buy your components and sell you jelly. Wow, that almost comes out perfect. Ooh. Death rest capacity serum, yes please. Quick and pale yellow skin. Nope. Heavy brow, yellow facial ridges, words of love, wall raise. Ooh, wall raise. And neuroquake? Does she have neuroquake? I don't recall. Ivalka, do you have no earthquake? You do not. Oh, I caravan the wrong person. Who did a caravan? Thought I caravan. Oh, I caravanned wrong Jazz. Okay, that's a very fair mistake. I caravanned duplicate Jazz. I was like, man, I swear I picked Jazz. I did. There just happens to be two. I should have dismissed them. I want this Jazz to commit suicide via... Oh, you know what? I can have him commit suicide via subcore rip scan. That makes even more sense. I don't really need his genes. In fact, what was the last genes that I got from the last one? Low sleep. Alright, so Jazz, you picked everything up. Good. Dismiss trader. And y'all better run. Because seriously, it's about to come... jackhammer down on your head here in a second. Yeah, no, they're not running in time. But Jazz is inside, so, you know. It's all... we're all good. Alright, so, dupe Jazz is, stripping. And now committing suicide via head scan. Actually... before we do that, you are a vampire, right? Kidney, kidney, lung, heart. Yeah. Vampires don't need organs, so I can organ harvest him for even more monies. I tried to dismiss them. I don't fully take responsibility for their deaths. I told them to leave and they decided to fight. So here's the mech band dish for the Daedalus, or for the Apocryton, excuse me. And Ivalka, go rip up Jazz's inner organs. So you don't need them. I like how Jerk's the only one to survive. Well, no, Leighton survived too. Jerk is a jerk. Naked and likes to set things on fire. Yep. That checks out. Jazz already has crumbling mind. Alright, so now these mechs are going to go against the flesh beasts and the shamblers, and I get winner. Dear Lord, what did you do? What didn't you do? Ivalka had a crit fail. Alright, so I don't think there's any other organs to harvest off of you. I don't need a tongue. Oh, liver. Yeah, that's right. Dave, put him down. I wasn't done harvesting his organs. I don't know where you were going with him, but don't touch my patient. Okay. Harvest. That's it. Alright, now you can bring him to the brain scan. Maximum money. So if I was nice, I would save Alistia's people. Well, it's not really about nice, it's about being able to exploit favors from them further, so I am going to heal them. For exploiting favor reasons, not out of the generosity of my own heart. The other thing it might be time for is... more access to hospital beds. Do I trust Daedora to construct good things? No, probably not. What do we get? Excellent. Nice. Alright. Jazz is dead. Duplicate Jazz, I should say. And we have the high core needed for the War Queen. I'm going to take off the red light. I still have a lot of threats at home, but, like, none of them are immediately threatening me. Probably in my best interest to intervene with my ghouls at this point. Most of the mechs are tied up fighting the shamblers, and I can just third-party the fight. Come in and start smashing. There was a lot of centipedes. It's also because I want access to the res serum, and these mechs are in the way of that. Ooh, a shard. Some of the ghouls here are fairly injured. So before I summon anything new, I'm going to want to pull them into the base so that they aren't going to be targeted by like an Apocryton. There's not a lot of Shamblers left on the map tile, so I'm not sure about summoning the Apocryton at the moment. One Apocryton, actually it's a pretty easy fight. So I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Fight doesn't look too bad. And Avalka has 2 new Psycasts to use. So I am currently gestating that Diabolus. I am acquiring the materials for the War Queen. I think I should probably do them in tandem. So I'm going to get another large gestator so that I don't have to wait for the Diabolus to come out for the War Queen, because that would be a long time. But it also means that I'm going to want the regular research as a top priority so that I can start that process sooner than later. Also, Fish Pickles, it is time for you to become a super ghoul. And I am going to do 2 at once this time. And then I'll have only 2 left. It's a lot of ghouls? Yeah, it is a lot of ghouls. We're ghoulish. It's who we are and what we do. Oh, there's... Oh no, this is the incapacitated Scyther. I was like, wow, a Devourer lived that long? I'm impressed. Just kidding, not impressive. So here's the Apocryton. There's not really any rituals that I can run to harm the Apocryton. No, nothing to do there. That's fine. Jazz will be going for the death rest soon too, which means the progress in making a Warcreen and Diabolus will pause while he's asleep. Which is fine, because I don't even have the Warcreen out yet, so it's not a big deal. Alright, here comes the Mech Hive. I'm gonna guess the mechs win, only because I think the Shamblers are gonna kill so slowly that the Apocryton will be able to regenerate. Oh, is the Apocryton regenerating the other mechs? No. Only his own group. Oh, and Jazz, you should switch your weapon back. That breach axe, it was really handy, but it's not a good primary weapon. Alright, Moxie, let's have you pop that door open. So once the Apocryton group is done killing off all the void entities on the map tile, I'll kill the mechs in that group, and then we'll have a clear map tile once again. Yeah, the Shamblers did not even use a lot of mech recharge stuff. It's kind of how I thought it would go, where the Apocryton won by like quite a bit. So what I want to do is I'm going to hop out like right as it's passing. Yeah, right now. And gank it. So Moxie, you stop that. Oh, don't set the thing on fire. I love how having fire-resistant ghouls, or not all of them are fire-resistant, but most of them are fire-resistant. We're still, like, on fire a lot. Of course, Tesserons do that. That's what they're good at. But it's definitely annoying. Alright, so 13 res charges. Copy that. So I'm trying to wear down those res charges by killing the small things quickly. Burning the res charges on Militors is much better than burning the res charges on like Tesserons or Scythers. So you've got 9 charges left. If that Militor wants to... yeah, that's fine. Alright, Apocryton's almost dead. All the mechs are stunned. And I'm immediately going into hate chanters. Alright. There's actually not a lot of them, though. There's just a few. God, never a dull moment, though, huh? So there's like this Scyther. I don't know what it's doing. Alright. Rolokian, you're a bit too... and Madsen, you're a bit too hurt to contribute to this fight, but the rest of my guys are going to come out here and mess with it. Oh, the hate chanters are still showing up. I see the blind man painting in the wind. Jazz. Let's go call our ally for help. Yep, immediate aid. Because I have a lot of gifts that I could gift them to level the playing field for our relationship. So Listia is coming in. maybe with the hate chanters. There's really nothing else I could do right now to hurt the hate chanters other than avoid provocation. So let's just do it. Let's get crazy. The game's already crazy, right? I had so many overlapping events. Might as well just throw more fuel on the fire. I don't see why not. Some of these hate chanters are like straight up naked with like knives. So they're going to be pretty easy to just eat. And they're in a trance too. They're one of those trance chanters, which means that the military aid backup is like even more effective. Dead Meat Gamer, thank you for the resub, by the way. And Turtle for Bits, like kind of a long time ago. I'll just say that I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, they are attacking. Prepare to defend. Some of them are going to self-res. That's fine. The other thing I could do is to... Air dog. Where? Actually, Joker can manage it. Is to set up the flame trap. Because most of these guys are very flammable. And going to be really easy to kill that way. Because I suspect these ghouls out here are probably going to die from just being swarmed. They're going to get overwhelmed. They're easy to resurrect, but they're not on Jug Serum. But I have my giant bot setting the trap on fire. One of the advantages of having a Diabolus is, you know, I can set fire remotely. Alright, so Madzen and Rolokian. I'm going to use you as maze blockers. I'm actually going to cancel this Void Provocation. I don't think I need more fuel on the fire. I don't think that the Void Provoking is going to arrive in time to be useful to me. So, it would just make it worse. And I'm going to tuck the ghouls into this little hole here so that they can regen. Food poisoning. Oh, man. Alright. Don't fire at will. I don't need you blasting a hole in my base. This room is going to get super hot, and the Diabolus can just hold the door. Easy peasy. Bad timing on those two implantations for Fish Pickles and Brookie, but yeah, oh well. Because it's... I could use more hands on deck right now. In terms of gunners, yeah, might as well put some shooters in here too. So one of the advantages of this little like cubby hole that I'm in is it removes a lot of the strengths that their guns offer. Because they have to get real close to get line of sight, and then I'm already on top of them, shooting them in the head. It is getting super hot in the second room here, so I'm going to have Jazz break this wall so that we can defend without getting cooked. One ghoul down. I figured the ghouls were gonna die. They're definitely thinning out the herd a bit, a bunch. But, you know, these H-Channers, I mean, when they arrive, there was probably at peak like 150 of them or something, or 100 and something of them. Yeah, it's really hard for 9 ghouls to take that many, especially that it's 7 ghouls, because 2 are in a coma. But still, they're doing pretty good for the number game. And then everything in this maze is, this is nuts. I like how their weapons are spilling out. Because of the fire when they die. So they're resurrecting, self-resing, and they don't even get access to their weapons again. It's kind of funny. The only thing I have to worry about is when they self-res and they, like, come through the, they res, like, on the other side. Like this guy. He's resing where he probably shouldn't. Oh! I was not paying enough attention. Wow, you died fast. Mike died because one of the H-Channers... How did you even get in? For real, how did you get in? I do have res serum, so, like, it's not terrible. I'm just annoyed. Because, like, where do they even... This doesn't make any sense. So this room is enclosed from the entire base. Mike must have... I'm not even sure. I'm extraordinarily confused. And even more so, Mike was a brawler with a bioferret longsword, so, like, I'm not even really sure how some flesh whip took him down that fast. Just one of those things, I guess. Alright, so this room has superheated air. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, the inside zone is not going to be any of this at the moment, because it's too hot. Ghouls, you did it! Oh. Are you kidding? Okay. We found god tier tribal shaman here who killed both of my humanoid brawlers. She's tough, but, like, doesn't have a weapon. The thing is, like, it's like, oh well. They clearly weren't very good at their job if they died to, like, a naked brawler, so... How'd you get in? So Skyra's down too. So they breached... I think what happened is they, like, resurrected on the other side of the wall, and they're, like, breaching in a really weird spot. So now I'm having to, like, deal with that nonsense. Yeah, you can see it over here with Hunter. So Erica is here trying to stab Crackhead. Batteries are getting cooked. And then my ghouls are going after the one that, like, murdered everyone. That one's dead. Good job, Crackhead. You don't have any reses left. So we're putting out fires before it spreads to the waste and gets to be a big problem. Oh, good. And guinea pigs all over the map just went mad. Yep. Totally RimWorld. Alright, I think we are done, except for a few of the chanters that got stuck in the southern maze. And they got stuck, from... What the hell? Oh, that's just one of my ghouls. They got stuck because of, like, teleporting jumping. Kitty. I'm gonna have you resurrect Madsen. So in terms of ghouls that are dead, that we need resurrecting, we have Chaos Engine down here in the pit, and Madsen, and then of course we had a few colonists that died. And I'm gonna have you guys decide, like, which of all of my colonists I will, I'll tend to for res serum. So first question, should I res either or both of the brawlers that died? So that would be these two. We lost Mike here and Airdog there. They were my brawlers, my humanoid non-ghoul brawlers, who did not survive. And if not that, then I would consider the ones that are frozen. So the ones that are frozen are GMT, so I'll show you them. So GMT here is our high mate, who we may or may not have... No, he died legit. He was a high mate slave, if I recall. We have also got Weirlig. Weirlig was a colonist of ours, constructor, also melee, hard worker, pretty and fast walker, medical int. We also have Sickle here. He was a creep joiner who we were trying to arrest to convert and killed in the process. He can resurrect corpses. And then we have a rotted one, which is Big Brandy. And they're pretty. Taking a look at the ones that are downed, if any of them are like really good ghoul material. None of them scream, turn me into a ghoul. And we also have the pigs. Suppose I'll get ready for that. Can he resurrect corpses? No, no. He can make shamblers. Very, very different. Yeah, Dead Life Dust is temporary shambler spam. Alright, Kitty. Serum down here. Jazz, I don't really want you there, because you're going to get superheated and burned. So now we have all but one of the ghouls back up. Good. The freezer is getting frozen again. Relokian is just waiting for the guinea pigs to come on in. Is Kitty gonna get jumped by that? Yeah. Okay. Apart from parts of the base being superheated, I think everything is okay now. All guinea pigs are dead. All but one ghoul is resurrected, and then there's just Airdog and Mike. Am I rezzing both Airdog and Mike? So this means using all of the res serum I have on the 2 brawlers that died, rather than to consider anyone that is frozen. Probably the best choice would either be Sickle, the creep joiner, who can make shamblers, or Rearlig, who is a full-fledged member paramedic. If I was to choose between the 2. So I'll have you guys vote on that now. Alright. Mex, you are now unrestricted. And it's going to be all about cleanup. Oh, right. You never got patched up. Let's not add to the death count. Medical treatment would be Kitty, Dave, and Crackhead. And they're not particularly hurt, so not particularly urgent. I know this is superheated. I'll intentionally break a hole in it to vent it out. Although the fuel source has gone away, so it's gonna... I don't need to do that. It's gonna cool down on its own now. Madsen and Chaos Engine are both rezzed. Good. Now I'm just making sure that everybody that is wounded gets medical attention. And then Joker needs a bunch of repairs, but like... apart from that, we're on the path of putting everything back to normal. Alright, who is getting rezzed? Airdog. So I'm going to type out all of the candidates that I think are appropriate. So we've got Airdog. Airdog was the high-int melee fast walker psychological nudist. Then there is also... I'm going to make sure I didn't butcher them. Mike. So Mike and Airdog have not yet been butchered, which is good. There's Mike, who's the ascetic, who has animals and melee. Then there's the creep joiner, who hasn't been raffled off yet. Sickle. And then there is Whirlig, the full-fledged paramedic that we had. So the top 2 choices here get rezzed. Who cooks? Brady Bill? Alright, I'm gonna have Brady Bill butcher our duplicate Jazz, and then not butcher any more humanoids, so that I don't accidentally butcher one of the members. So I think we have 2 shards to haul in as well, which is sweet. And then there's the nanostructure chip. There's a shard here, a shard there. Ooh, beer. Getting beer again. Nice. And we're about almost halfway to getting Ultra Mech Tech for the War Queen. I swore I sent Dave out to go haul Air Dog to the freezer. Dave, why are you moving at like 1 mile an hour? Oh, food poisoning. Okay, that explains a bit. Jazz will do it. Who moves at like lightning speed. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow cultists.